I am here with Mark Renz, and I am having such a fun time with you.
It's awesome. This is awesome.
Yay!
I love it.
I am curious. I've been having a conversation with several people now, and I watched a video very recently that had like this very deep dive discussion of the word hospitality. And I am very, very curious, when you hear that word, what resonates for you, and what does that word actually mean when you hear it?
So I see it in two different ways. Okay, so in the world of architecture, there's a whole practice of hospitality design. Now that's geared more towards hotels, resorts, convention centers, things like that, right? Where you're actually getting people to come in and do all that. Mm-hmm. Then there's also the sort of the abstract concept of it, where it's how do you welcome people, right? How do they feel when they come in? So I mean, there's obviously, are you a hospitable person? But I think of it in architecture of, is it a hospitable space? Is it a welcoming space, right? So houses can have that feeling. So when you walk in, you kind of feel comfortable right away, whether it's, and I mean, a lot of times it can be done through the interior design and the finishes and the feel of the material.
Right.
But it's also often the spaces.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in and it just feels, when you walk into a place and you go, oh, this feels like a cozy home or a cozy space.
Good.
Yeah, like, oh, I can come in, throw my jacket down, and I can relax and we can shoot the breeze for a while. Mm-hmm. And then there's, because you can go into someone's house that's very hospitable. That's a tough word sometimes to say,
mm-hmm.
but
say it 10 times fast.
I know, man, gosh, that was a tough one. I almost struggled. But then you can walk into more formal houses that are not. They're meant to be. They're a little intimidating in terms of their style of them. If they're maybe a little stuffy, right?
Or sterile.
So, yeah.
Or someone has like a chair that's meant to put someone in a stress position so they leave.
Yes. Oh yeah.
We've experienced.
Yes,
that.
that's been there.
Oh wait, this is a torture chamber.
Yes. Oh, I get the small chair. Okay, good. This isn't weird at all.
This isn't weird at all.
Not at all. So, but I think of it in those two different ways, really, and it makes a difference in terms of how you number one, what the client wants, but how you design those spaces so it can come across, because you can go into a space that's incredibly impressive but is very stuffy and not welcoming, and you kind of walk in and you tighten up and you're there. Or you can go to your friend's house where you can automatically walk in and it's just comfy. I mean, I don't have my glasses on, but there's a picture over there of a house that looks a little more sort of Santa Fe style. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's those tend to be a little more comfy when you walk in.
McLean Craftsman.
Oh, is it? I was like,
kidding.
I can't see. I don't have my glasses.
That was McLean Energy House that one of our colleagues did.
Oh, awesome!
A number of years ago, that won a whole bunch of awesome awards. So
that's
we'll
super
have to share
cool.
that with you. Yeah.
But so different styles can have different, kind of feels to them.
That house was awesome because it had a huge courtyard in the middle, so
cool.
Like the whole house had light through it. Super neat.
That's awesome.
And I think that's one of the things that when you mentioned that hospitality is how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the best ways to describe the word and how a person makes you feel, how a space makes you feel, the experience itself, and how you leave that moment.
Absolutely.
And there's a thing about light. And I think that is something that why so many people say, like, I want it to be light and bright. I need it to be airy.
Yeah.
And all of those things is because, like, sunlight and vitamin D, like, it makes you feel good. And to have a space that brings in light from so many different places, it's very interesting. And I appreciate that you shared that it's a feeling, and it's important that people understand that. And there's a difference between not having that and having it.
Yeah, no, there absolutely is, and sometimes you hit it right on the head, sometimes you don't. But
yes,
you can feel by people's reaction when they walk in,
for sure,
or when they leave, like you said.
Yeah. Are they smiling?
Right.
Or did you get the bird?
Or are their shoulders closed?
No. You get the
That's right.
The Long Island fist
the
pump.
driver.
No, I'm just kidding. But I appreciate your take on what hospitality means.
Sure.
And especially through the lens of Renz Architecture.
Yep. There you go.